Namaste. My name is Nicole Peltier Hall. I've been teaching yoga for 19 years. I've taught at recovery centers, retreats, yoga festivals, and several yoga studios. About several years ago, I embarked on my own recovery, and then I started studying trauma-informed yoga. I've done several different trainings with relapse prevention and mindful meditation. Most yoga classes in general will help guide you to support a mindfulness practice, self-love, and meditation, and also the physical practice, strengthening, stretching, and balance poses. This particular video that I've designed for us today is directly for anxiety. So if you experience mild, maybe social anxiety, or extreme anxiety, stress, fear, or even insecurity, this video might be helpful for you. We'll practice some balance poses to help calm the mind and focus our mind. We'll also practice some breathing techniques that we'll do now in the video, and you'll be able to take home with you when you feel triggered or anxious. And then, of course, some restorative, calming practices. So we'll begin with doing a really calming practice, and then we'll also end with that. In the beginning, the focus is grounding. So if you have really bright lights where you are, feel free to turn those lights down a little bit. And if you have access to a blanket or even just a pillow, bring it in on your yoga mat if you have one, and there's no need to have a yoga mat. You are perfectly well to do practice with whatever you have and wherever you are. Let's begin. I'm going to have you start on your back. You'll lay on your back in what we call Shavasana. Start with your feet on the mat. Lie back with your head down straight on the ground, or if you have a blanket or pillow, you're welcome to use that. Take a moment to settle in. Place your feet on the ground like you're grounding yourself by just your feet. If you'd like, let your knees lean together and place your hands on your belly. Your eyes can gaze up to the ceiling or the sky, or you can cast your eyes towards your nose, or if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Start to feel your breath right at your belly, inflating in your hands. And slow and deepen your breath now. You'll feel your hands inflate, and then dip right into a deflating exhale. This in and of itself is very calming for anxiety and stress. Deep breath in, inflate your hands. And a long breath out. I'm going to start with the head and work my way down here. So let your head be center neutral, so you're not letting your head tilt to either side. And relax the skin on your face so it feels like your eyelids are dropping down, soft. The skin on your face feels smooth and relaxed. And your jaw releases, so if your top and bottom row of teeth are touching, simply release that grip. Allow your shoulders to drip down into the ground. Feel completely held by the earth, so your head feels heavy. You can even notice here your back ribs pressing down into the earth, and breathe into your back ribs as well as your hands. At this point, if you'd like, extend your legs out and down. If you feel your lower back, any tension there, rebend your knees. Relax your legs however they are, whether bent or straight, and then soften in the ankles. Take a moment just to soak in the support of the ground below you. Take a moment just to feel very grounded. This, in and of itself, just getting low to the ground, is calming for the mind. We'll take a couple more breaths here. Nice, slow, quiet, receiving the support, the groundedness of the ground. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And this next 3 breaths, try exhaling out your mouth, making a sigh. Deep breath in through the nose. Out the mouth. 2 more. Deep breath in through the nose. Out the mouth. Final one here. Biggest one yet. Slow breath in through the nose. And a sigh as you exhale out your mouth. If your legs are straight, rebend your knees. Let your knees come in your chest. Now, some of you will grab around the kneecaps and some of you will grab around the hamstrings. And if neither one is accessible, just leave your feet on the mat. Otherwise, hug your knees in. And I use the word hug deliberately to calm yourself, to cradle this person that you hold. You can rock side to side, or you can just stay center in a light squeeze. Imagine that you're squeezing out anything that doesn't serve you. Stress, anxiety, worry. Squeeze it out like you would a sponge. Keep breathing into your belly. You might even feel your belly inflate into your thighs as you hold your thighs in your chest. Relax your ankles. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed here. 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. See yourself releasing stress, tension, angst. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Sigh of relief. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. You can let go of your knees and roll to the fetal position on your left side. Let your left hand rest on your belly and also your right hand rest close by. So both hands feel like they're reaching towards the belly. You're in a twist because your right shoulder is trying to spill down to the right side. Knees are on the left. If you'd like to increase the twist, let your right arm extend out to the right. No obligation to drop it onto the mat. Sometimes props can come into play here, placing your arm on something, a pillow or a blanket. Leave your left hand on your belly because I want you to pay attention to this special thing happening inside you. This slow, calm breath, which is the quickest way to release tension, is right within you in your breath. Inhale, right into your left hand. Exhale, feel that deflating effect of the belly. And as you might close your eyes here, concentrate on that feeling that continues to fill up your hand, as if you're literally watching a wave in the ocean, a tide up on the shore. That rhythm is very calming for the brain. So pay attention. One more breath here. Let your right hand, if it's extended out, roll back to that left side. We'll end in the fetal position again, and then transition to the right side. So you can simply roll onto your right shoulder. Let your right hand be on your belly and your left hand be close by. Feel your breath. Not only from coming in and out through your nose, but the effect it has on your belly. If it's comfortable for you, extend your left arm to the left, draping your arm towards the ground, this wringing out action we have in our trunk, not only wringing out for physical cleansing, but specifically to wring out anything that's heavy in your mind, wearing you out. These kinds of stresses that feel like they never quite go away, wringing out with your exhale. Deep breath into the right hand. Long breath out. Feels like the belly is deflating. You can drop your eyelids close to close or closed. Meditate on the breath, the calming effect of the exhale, the grounding effect of laying on the ground. You have everything you need. Inhale. Exhale. Anytime you want an exhale to seep out your lips, go for that. They don't call it a sigh of relief for nothing. Let that tension literally escape through your lips. One more time. Here in the twist. Inhale. Exhale. Left arm rolls back into the fetal position again on that right side, and use that as a way to come up. As a way to come all the way up. Take your time. Grounding yourself down into your feet. Notice your feet as you rise, so deliberately rooting down, and we'll stand. Same as when you are on your back, that same kind of attention to grounding. Press your feet into the mat and spread your toes so you feel more stability. From the rooting, we rise. So energetically engage your legs and sprout out through the crown of your head. Feel awake, feel alive and alert. We'll turn the palms forward as a gesture of being receptive or open. Take a full breath in. It feels like you can literally get the breath from the ground up. So imagine that your breath is starting at your feet and invigorating your body as it rises up, touching the crown of your head at the top of the breath. And then as you exhale, a calming effect rushes over you as your shoulders sink down, your weight sinks down into your heels. So even just standing, you could be in the grocery store line waiting for the checkout, and you could be calming yourself right there. Inhale, receiving the support from the earth, grounding, rising. Exhale, and softening. Let's do one more here. Spread toes, spread fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Try this. Start to shift your weight around. Rolling left and right. Putting more weight in the right foot. Putting more weight in the left foot. Maybe lifting heels up a bit as you sway. Keep both heels down and then attempt to make even a circle, kind of forward, back, side, side. Notice the effect or the feeling of your feet as you distribute your weight differently. When we focus on these subtle shifts, it's calming for the mind. Shift your direction. Can you feel your feet on the floor? I mean, your toes rather on the floor. Even your pinky toes. And then stand center and lift your left heel up until you're just on that left big toe. Take a deep breath in from your right foot all the way up and calming all the way down. One more time, and if you can, lift your left big toe off the ground. Big breath in through the right foot. Exhale. And now place your left foot down and try lifting your right heel. So heel up first. And now imagine your breath is literally charging up. This is where you're grounded, in the left foot. Right heel lifts, take a big breath in. And then try maybe lifting your right foot off the ground. Notice, sometimes you might notice if you're really watching, that as you attempt to hold your balance, you might hold your breath. That causes a little stress, so keep breathing. Big breath in, and long breath out. And then land, if you floated, that right foot up. Let's let our arms represent the breath now. So go inhale, arms like wings up overhead. Out the mouth, exhale, whoosh, arms reach out and down. Inhale, arms stretch out and up overhead. And exhale, arms reach out and down. One more time. Inhale, look up. Go as high as you can. And then exhale, the arms reach out and down. We'll take a forward bend now. So if you have something close by that you want to put your hands on, you're welcome to. Otherwise, bend your knees a little bit, hinge at your hips, and spill your upper body forward and down. Getting the head down below the heart, very calming for the nervous system. I know, though, that what you're experiencing in the back of your legs can be very intense. But you have a technique now to deal with stress and tension and anxiety, and it's in your breath. So inhale, still that endurance, that charge, that fuel with your breath in, but then the exhale is all about release. So each exhale, you can almost initiate this spilling forward as you breathe out. I like to imagine that I'm actually more than just exhaling my breath. I'm exhaling anything that's holding me back. You might have some accumulated stress in your lower back, middle back, or upper back, and for a lot of us, right here in the shoulders. Think of this as an opportunity to exhale that tension right out of your body. Inhale from the heels, rising up, and then exhale. Give it back. How about 3 more breaths here? Really hang your head. Inhale. Exhale. Stay the course if you can. 2 more breaths. Train yourself to use your breath to get this release of stress and tension right out of your body, right out of your mind. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Try this. Imagine you just took a 50-pound backpack of stress as you rise again. Bend your knees, drop your arms to your sides. Feels good, doesn't it? We're going to forward bend again and go into a lunge this time. So step to the front of your mat. Inhale, the arms reach out and up. like wings. Exhale and fold. From here, step your left foot back to a runner's lunge, and you're welcome to drop your left knee. And the reason I have a blanket here is because I like to bring a blanket or anything if you'd like to cushion your left knee as you drop it onto the ground. Not necessary, but it's just nice little extra. Okay, so this is considered also somewhat of a balance pose. So you might feel a little wobbly when you take your arms up, and that's fine. What you want to try to do is stay calm. We're creating these little scenarios where you might feel unstable, which is what's happening in our lives. And we can train to use the grounding effect of the exhale and the fueling effect of the inhale. We can practice getting through these situations in our lives and right here on our yoga mat. So hands on either side of the right foot. Untuck your left toes. Gaze forward. The eyes are very important in balance, so let your eyes just softly gaze at something still. Stay here. You're always welcome to retreat early as well, or rise up. When you rise up, you can take your hands on the front knee. Remember, you might feel wobbly. That's okay. Keep grounding down into what's on the ground. What's on the ground? The right foot, the left knee, and the left foot. So root down. And in that rooting, we rise. Rise up, sprout out to the crown of your head. Maybe you'd like to take your arms up overhead as well. Let your inhale inspire and invigorate that lift. Exhale to what? Ground. One more time. Big breath in. If your arms are lifted, float the hands back down. And try this. Just slide your right knee back so it meets your left. And drop your hips back down into child's pose. I'm going to move this blanket out of the way. You're welcome to put a blanket underneath any time. You shift it in and out as you need. The arms come forward. The head, if you're comfortable, letting your head come down to the ground, do that. Otherwise, just keep looking forward if you're not feeling comfortable dropping the head. It's really calming for the mind to have the forehead rest on something. So if your head can meet the mat, let it rest there. If your head can meet the blanket, let it rest there. This is called child's pose. It's a calming pose of relaxation. But if it's not relaxing for you, just lift your hips up and take table, even extending the arms. If the knees are not comfortable bending that deeply, then you can modify this pose or any of the others to make it suit you today. Again, let's breathe into the belly. Feel your breath inflate and deflate. Breathe directly into your belly and into your thighs. This is excellent for digestion. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths here. Get a little calmer. Let your elbows drop. And maybe rocking side to side. Not only in the forehead, but also in the hips. Imagine that you're literally wiping clear anything that's stressful in your brain. Literally massaging it out of your head. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Rise up. You can Again, consider you just took off like a stress backpack as you rise up lighter than you descended. We'll tuck the toes now. Know that you can return to this shape if it's too much. We're going to try downward facing dog. It's an excellent stretch for the back body, and it also releases the head. Feel free to come out early. Spread your fingers, tuck the toes, and lift your knees off the ground, letting your head literally spill down through the arms. You can nod your head a little side to side. Again, that feeling of wiggling out, shaking out, releasing out the stress, the tension, the anxiety out of the body. One of my teachers, Nikki Myers, says, the issues are in the tissues. And so working with the body to release the stress in the mind, brilliant. Take another breath here. Exhale. And from wherever you are, start to travel back to the front of your mat. Separate your feet hips width distance. Why? It's more grounding. It's easier to stand. And then bend your knees and roll up. Roll up. You're again at the front of your mat, standing shoulders back over heels. Have attention here in how you're standing as well, so the hips are moved back over the heels versus falling forward. From the heels, root to rise. So reconnect with the feeling of your feet grounding into the ground. The inhale feels like it's surging up your body. Just want you to meditate on the breath here, because this shape you're in a lot. And you have an opportunity to let things go wherever you are, whenever you want. Not just when you're in this yoga class or watching a video. Deep breath in. And then the exhale is where that shoulder tension, neck tension, jaw tension can deflate. Let's take one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Rooting to rise. Arms stretch out and up. Look up. Hinge forward. Forward bend. This one will stay and sway. So you can let your hands kind of sway on the ground, hang, or hold your elbows. And visualize this time that you're wiggling out of an old skin like a snake would. The old worried skin that's kind of dangling on you now. It doesn't even fit anymore. That you have a new vibration of grounded, stable, calm energy, and that stressful little old pattern isn't able to hang on anymore. Let's wiggle that out. Actually go a little bigger. Shake, shake, shimmy, shimmy. Shake, shake, shimmy, shimmy. And then even shake your hands and arms. One more time. Go a little bigger. And then this time, we'll step the right foot back. We're going back to that runner's lunge. So a generous step back, and then lower your back knee down. It's more grounded. Feel free to put your knee on the blanket or something again. If you have a mat, with a little bit of a cushion. Another thing you could do is just flip your mat if you just want a little extra cushion there. And then attempt to rise up. Just try to rise up. If it's too much for you, come back down. But if you can, work with what we have, which is the body, to try to help us train how to relax, how to calm, how to stabilize. Deep breath in. Sink down as you exhale. What's on the ground, push it down. So you've got your left heel your right knee, your right foot. And then what's not, lift it up. So you might feel inspired to even take your arms up overhead. Sink down in your exhale, rise up in your inhale. Feel supported by the earth. If you fall or wobble around, it's fine. It's not about falling. It's about getting up. 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale. And the hands float back down onto the ground. Slide the left knee back. Tuck your toes and spread your fingers. Tilt your sitting bones and chin and look up. And imagine it's like a turtle trying to see the sun, so that your shell, your shoulders move down. So wiggle out and lift up. And then as you exhale, round under, pulling in the navel, tucking the chin. Inhale and lift, look up. Exhale and curl under. One more time. Inhale, lift, look up. And exhale, curling under. Untuck your toes. We will return to child's pose. So if you can, drop your hips back towards your heels. This time we're doing a side version. So keep your chest up for now. Let your belly try to fall onto your thighs. And then crawl your hands to the right side of your mat. Literally pick your chest up and place it towards your right thigh. Your head probably won't touch the ground this time. Just let your forehead drop down any amount and extend out through your arms. And then ask yourself, what do I notice in your body? What do you feel? Does the left rib cage feel more open than the right? Does it feel like the skin on the left rib cage is stretching? Deep breath into the belly. Long exhale, releasing the back of the neck. One more here. Still noticing little nuances of being in the side version. You might notice your left hand or arm stretching even more than the right. And then pick your head up, chest up, and just crawl yourself over. Stay high for now so that you can aim your chest over that left thigh, but stay heavy in your sitting bones. Unless your knees, of course, don't bend that deep, and then you can always come up. And exhale has the energy of releasing, so that's how we'll fold down. Exhale down. And ask yourself again, this question, when you remember to ask yourself, what do I feel now, is very calming for the mind. It gets out of your problem-solving, meaning-making mind and into the raw experience of what is happening now. So what's happening now? Right armpit stretching, right rib cage skin stretching, hips falling, neck releasing, and what else? Can you feel your breath in your belly and in your thigh? Last one here. Lift up, walk back forward, and come up. come up into tabletop position, and we'll go through one round of the tilt and tuck. So you'll go up on the inhale, under on the exhale, and then neutral. Find the center. Find neither tilting nor tucking it as streamlined as you can. And then extend the right foot back so your right leg is straight. Breathe. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Attempt to float the right leg. A little more challenging for the balance. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And if you'd like to try it, even more balance challenge, left arm forward. So you're opposite. It's right leg and left arm. Inhale. What's on the ground, ground from. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then the exhale is of eliminating, exiting, releasing. So that's when we'll come back down. Take a breath here in the middle. Realign, reassess, re-lengthen. And then try left leg back. Left toes can start tucked so you get stable. Spread your fingers or surface space. Attempt to lift your left and breathe. Don't hold your breath. Don't wait to breathe. And then if you want, opposite hand. Right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale. Let that breath inhale, invigorate, inspire. Exhale to calm. One more time. And then float back down. Tuck the toes, lift your knees. Let's return to downward dog. Try this with me. Heels up, inhale. They won't touch the ground, but you energetically press on your exhale. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, press down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Separate your feet hips width distance. How do you know that? It's about 2 fists. And then bend your knees and root to rise. So I want to teach you a breath. It's called breath of joy. And it can be done whenever you're feeling sad, lazy, depressed, or caught up in this thing up here. So actually step your feet a little bit wider. It'll be 3 parts of an inhale and then a audible exhale, which we've done already. So it'll be 3 sips in of an inhale and kind of a blast of your exhale. Inhale will be forward with your arms, out with your arms, kind of like a conductor, and then up and let me demonstrate 2 rounds. We'll do 10 together. Ready to begin? Inhale, the arms forward, out, up, exhale down. In, out. In, out. Two more. Last one. Stay down. Is right. It's quick. It works. Roll up. Assess how you feel right now. Probably don't want to do that in the grocery store line, but know that you have access to that. When you feel lethargic, stressed out, free yourself. All right, so we'll come on down to the ground. Feel free to grab a blanket to sit on. I'm going to teach you another breath that you can do. So sit down You can go cross-legged. Feel free to sit up on even a book if you can't find too much to elevate you. What you'd like to create is a space for your chest to be wide open and the knees to feel like they're falling away from the hips. If you need to sit against a wall, sit against a wall so that you're not slumping in your chest. Place your right hand on your belly and your left hand at your chest. You'll feel your breath in both places. What I'd like for you to try is breathing into your belly first. Inhale into your right hand and then into your chest, your left hand. So divide the breath into 2 equal parts. The inhale is first in your right hand and then in your left. It feels like it's rolling up. And then exhale from your chest down, from the left hand to the right hand. Inhale, right hand, left hand. Exhale, left and right. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. To the belly, then the chest on inhale. From the chest to the belly on exhale. You can do this in the grocery store line. You don't need to even put your hands there. You just focus your eyes or close them and start to breathe. Belly, chest, inhale, chest, belly, exhale. So user-friendly. Take your either hand actually to your cheek, whatever hand feels softer or more comfortable. Take your other hand and place it in front of you, of your lips. And then just blow like you're blowing a soft breath onto your hand through your pursed lips. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Feel the breath on your hand. We'll inhale 4, count of 4, hold a count of 4, and exhale a count of 8. This is something that you can use whenever you feel stressed. It's very powerful, although it looks very simple. Very powerful, quick. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4 through pursed lips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, close the lips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 7, 8. Inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Hold. Exhale through the lips. Inhale. Hold. Exhale through the lips. Two more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And close your lips. Release your hands to your knees. Notice how you feel. Let your shoulders stay dropping down and sprout up through the crown of your head so you feel really long in your neck. And then bring your shoulders up by your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, hang the shoulders. So we'll slowly bring the shoulders up, squeeze, hold, and then exhale, let the shoulders come down. Inhale, shoulders come up. Hold. Exhale. Inhale, shoulders come up. Hold. One more time. Think of it squeezing tension out of your shoulders. Exhale. Now leave your shoulders down and drop your chin towards the hollow of your neck. Roll your head slowly and gently to your right. No need to grip the teeth together. So separate the top and bottom row of teeth and then roll your chin to the other side. Keep your shoulders descending and spine erect. So sit tall with the shoulders down. You can even open your mouth a little bit here on the side. Roll your chin down to center. Roll to the right side and maybe back a little further. Heavy your left shoulder, maybe even taking your hand off your knee. This is where a lot of stress lives, in the neck. Deliver a calm breath to where you feel the stress and the tension in your shoulder, neck, jaw. Place your left hand back on your knee. Drop your chin down. Roll to the other side. Right shoulder falling, maybe right hand releasing. Deep breath in, long breath out. Release the jaw completely. Deep breath in and long breath out. Right hand back on the knee and the chin rolls back down to center, and then in all its glorious freedom, lift your chin back up. Close the knees together and extend your right leg down on the ground. Let your left knee refall and sit tall. Do one more nice stretch. Get the head down and observe the release in the back of the legs. But instead of really focusing on grabbing the foot, don't worry about the foot. Just drop your hands down and start to crawl your way out over the right leg. Let your head drop down like you're just looking at your knee, but then you might even close your eyes. Observe what's happening now. Observe your sensation in your body. That'll get you out of your thinking mind and into the raw experience. Deep breath in. And the exhale is when things leave the body. So that's when you can commit. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Stay nice and slow with the breath. Exhale. Climb back up. Sit tall. Bring both knees back to center. Hold to lift your spine and then extend the left leg out. The right knee will fall. If you feel any tension in your hip or knee, you can always bring something in to support it. Hands on either side of the left leg. Chest up and fold. It's like you're spilling or peeling out and down. Let your chin drop so you're gazing down towards your left knee. No obligation to ever bring your head all the way down there or grab your foot. That's not the goal here. The goal is to practice releasing tension out of the body. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. and long breath out. One more time. I encourage you to make a soft sigh as you exhale. It really gives the body that permission to go deeper in its release. And then climb back up. Bend both knees again. Hold and lift. And then if you're on an elevation, just scoot yourself out, and let's climb back down onto the ground. So our final resting pose. If you'd like, you can use the blanket versus under your head if you have one. Or if you have anything close by that you'd like to rest the weight on your thighs. It's just, you know, like swaddling a baby. There's some weight on the body. It's calming. Well, come on down, and you're welcome to keep your knees bent as you did in the beginning. Adjust your head a little bit so that feels like your forehead is a little higher than your chin, the energy of your brain coming down into your heart. Place your hands on your belly so you can feel your breath in two places, coming through your nose and feeling into your hands. Re-ground, re-root your shoulders, the back of your head, your back body, back ribs, the legs, and the feet. Literally soak up the energy of feeling grounded and supported by the earth. Feeling stable and calm. You can tell you're stable and calm just by witnessing a slow breath in the belly. When the belly is free to inflate, that's a message to the brain that things are calm. Inflate into your hands on your inhale. And let the belly sink back down on the exhale like that wave in the ocean, that tide on the shore, drawing back. Feel free to stay here longer, as long as you need. Otherwise, start to move again. We'll start by just wiggling the fingers and toes. Feel your body moving, that subtle sensation, that aware. Then bend your knees one at a time and roll onto your right side in the fetal position. So your heart is high on your left side. Please take a couple breaths here before you sit up. And then press down and return to your seat. Sit tall. Open out across your heart. Traditional finish of a yoga class is to exchange the word namaste, which loosely translates to I bow to the light within you as I bow and honor the light within myself. Stretch the arms again. Inhale up. Exhale, prayer your hands to your heart. Thank yourself for showing up, for practicing yoga, for practicing self-love. Namaste.